Okay. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to another stream here. It's been a while, but we're back. We're back in full force, and I'm ready to experiment a little bit more today as well, because we're going live on multiple platforms, and not just on LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, but we're also going live on TikTok actually, and I hope it's going to work well. So I've set everything up. If you're seeing this and if you see there's something missing or something not right, just let me know in the comments. Now and there we go. That's already the first thing that's going wrong. I will only see. I will see all the comments here, but they're on different screens. So it could be that if I'm not there yet immediately, that it will take some time before I can get to you, especially on TikTok. I have my screen right here that shows me all the messages from all the other platforms except TikTok. So that is still something that I need to figure out how to do that. But it should be live now. So I'm just going to check here and just bear with me. So I'm just going to check on my screen here if this is going live. So it should be live. And do I have total views? 14 people are joining on TikTok. Actually, this is crazy. Welcome everybody on the TikTok live. My name is Stefan Levreese. I'm the founder of Titanify, and with this stream I want to build automations. So stick around. We will be sharing our screen in a minute where we will be building automations. That's what we're going to do. I hope that my computer is not going to die on this, because I'm doing the live stream on the same computer to different locations and TikTok. So we'll have to see if my computer can handle this. Otherwise, next time we'll have to do it with my other computer, which is a little bit stronger. But this one actually contains everything, right? All my stuff is on here, so that's why I'm using this one. But let's see. So if you're joining on TikTok, welcome. Wave. I don't know how this works, so help me out here. I don't know. Give me a like, whatever, or just put in chat where you're viewing from and what do you expect from me from the stream. Anyway, so exciting. I like it. I need another screen. Anyway, so let's go back here. So the thing that I'm going to do today, so there's always two things within the stream. The first thing that I'm going to do is just a little rant. I always start with a little rant where I just share my opinions about automations, about business process automation, about the tools that we're using, and so on and so on. Because on a daily basis, I am helping business owners to streamline their operations, to streamline their processes, and I see a lot of things. I've been in this industry for more than 20 years now, and you can imagine that I've seen a lot of things, right? A lot of things. And even today, even in 2024, I still see some stuff that I was seeing back in 2010, and it hasn't evolved in some businesses. It's like you go into a business and you go back into time, because they're still either using paper or they're still using tools that are so old and outdated, but because they don't know better, because they don't know how to utilize the newer tools, the new things that are out, even AI, right? For us who are working with this day in, day out, it seems pretty simple to use AI, but for a lot of people that are in business, it's not so normal, or it's not so convenient, or not so standard, because they're doing business, right? They're not so concerned about AI while doing business. They want to get new customers, they want to deliver their projects and so on. So they're busy. They're not thinking about what can I do with AI? And that is fine. That's why we're here. That's why we, AI consultants, IT consultants, are there to help them out, to help them understand what they can do to implement AI and how this can help with automation of business processes, right? So that's why we're there. And encourage your viewers to share your life and invite more friends. Well, that's what I get from TikTok, but dear TikTok, I'm busy. I'm trying to make this work. I hope I will see afterwards if actually the frames, because it looks like the frames that are being sent to TikTok are very, very, very low. So I'm not sure what's happening there. Let me just check here if I can pull this up. I'm not sure if I can, because if I look on my phone here, let's see if I can go here. So I cannot see on my phone that I'm live. I am live on TikTok, but I cannot see on my phone. So actually I cannot see how it looks like. So if you're joining here on TikTok, please let me know in chat, in the comments, if this is smooth, if this looks good or not, because I have no idea. From my computer where I'm looking at right now, it's very choppy. So I hope it's not that choppy on your end. Please let me know in the chat if you're joining from TikTok. Let me know in chat if the video is actually smooth or not. Let me know if that's the case. Okay. In the meantime, where was I? So I was talking about how we can help businesses automate their processes using AI and making sure that they are up to date, that they are future proof. That is something that I do a lot of times. And I have been doing that for more than 20 years, basically, especially from 2010 until now. In a lot of cases, I was helping businesses, bigger businesses as well, to implement Microsoft 365, SharePoint, Teams, OneDrive, all of these nice things that we try to implement to improve their document management, to improve their internal communications, to improve their processes, to automate stuff. Because also within Microsoft 365, you have the Power Platform where you can create automations like you can on Zapier or Make.com. While within the Microsoft 365 environment, you can do the same. So have been doing that since 2010. Well, let's say a little bit later, because in 2010 there was just SharePoint. 2010 there wasn't even anything like Office 365. They were starting to build it, but not back then. So yeah, that's what we have been doing many years now. And again, today when I'm looking at business processes, when I'm helping businesses, most of the times it's about the default things like lead generation, customer onboarding, project management, invoice creation, and so on. So these kind of things. If we're looking at Microsoft 365, it's a bit more complex because Microsoft 365 is, within the bigger businesses, is mostly used also in terms of document management, like I said, internal communication. So, but also there are a lot of business processes that use these tools, that use these principles. So also there we need to improve, we need to optimize. And one thing that I want to make clear today as well is a lot of people think that you need to have like an all-in-one tool within your business, right? People think that Microsoft 365 is an all-in-one tool. Well, it's actually an all-in-one environment because you have a lot of tools within the whole environment of Microsoft 365. So not really an all-in-one tool. And when businesses look for optimizations for streamlining the processes, they usually think that putting an all-in-one tool might help a lot. Like if we're looking at real estate businesses, tax advisors, recruiting agencies, consultancy agencies, there might be specific software that they use that has been developed to produce something like an all-in-one tool for that specific industry. And some tools, like generic tools like Pipedrive, ClickUp, Asana, Monday.com, Airtable, all of these tools, they also pretend to be all-in-one tools. Well, they say they are, right? In many cases, people that are experts in these tools will say, well, you can do everything within this tool. And I guess that's true to an extent. The point is, should you? Should you actually do that stuff? Will you battle Met Albana? I have no idea. That's a comment that I get on TikTok. So I'm not sure if TikTok actually shows this to the right people, but let's see. While I'm checking out here the stats and what's happening on TikTok, it's crazy how these kind of platforms work. I'm figuring it out. So where was I? So, okay, a lot of experts in these specific tools like Pipedrive, Airtable, ClickUp, and so on, including me. I was also, and I'm still am a big fan of ClickUp, for example. I'm becoming a big fan of Pipedrive in the meantime. But to say that those tools should be used for everything is a false assumption. You shouldn't think about it like that, because these tools might do a lot of things, but how I see it, every tool always started with a specific focus. Always. If you look at ClickUp, it's all about project management, tasks, and so on. If you look at Pipedrive, it's a CRM tool. Airtable, I'm not sure there, but I think that really was about tables and making it easy to store data and so on. Anyway, the idea is that these tools originated from a specific focus. And along the way, they developed because they got popular, and they added more and more and more and more stuff. And even the not so known platforms for specific industries. I was looking the other day for software that could help beauty salons or even pet groomers, and they have specific software as well. And also these tools try to make sure that they can do everything in the same software. The problem is that if you start with a focus, you're really good at that, right? But once you start adding more and more and more functionality, at a certain point, you add functionality that is not really on point, that is not really finished, or lacks the kind of detail that another tool would have. Example, if we're looking at Pipedrive, because that's what I'm really using these days to create automations, and we're looking at their email marketing capabilities. Well, that's an add-on for Pipedrive. So while it could do a lot, I would prefer to actually use something like ActiveCampaign, because ActiveCampaign is in the first place an email marketing tool. And it has so many features, so many detailed features that Pipedrive will never have, because that's not their focus. So while you could do then everything in Pipedrive, it makes more sense to look at the functionality and the focus of a specific tool and use that tool for that specific focus. Because if you start out like with email marketing in Pipedrive, for example, and you set up some basic stuff like a welcome email and whatnot, at a certain point, your business grows, your goals change, or your what you need, your needs change, right? You need more specific things, you need more detailed features, and at a certain point you will get stuck in an all-in-one tool, and that's just sad, because that will mean that you will lose time and money to make it work or to transfer everything to another tool. So when I go into a business and I look into their business processes, I don't want to just change everything to one specific tool. I don't want them to go into ClickUp and put everything there, right? Even with Microsoft 365, you could do a lot of things within Microsoft 365, but at a certain point, it's just not possible. And a simple example is what I created a video about this on our YouTube channel. So if you go on YouTube, you look for Titanify, you will find our YouTube channel. And I made a video about online bookings. So online scheduling a call, right? So you have Calendly, you have Acuity, but you can also do it in Microsoft 365. Now the problem is that within Microsoft 365, you cannot link Stripe or PayPal to your scheduling links. And in certain cases, this is required. This is a requirement. So even if you then would want to add everything within Microsoft 365, the effort that you need to put in to make that work is just not worth it. Just go to Calendly, set it up, and in 5 minutes you have it. And then you connect those two, because Calendly connects to your calendar in Microsoft 365. So that's easier to do, right? That's much easier to do. So I look at it like that, and I'm not afraid to swallow my pride or to say to people like, yeah, I'm not sure that this is the best tool, or while I'm using a lot of Microsoft 365, I'm not going to push you into using that or into doing everything in there. It has to make sense in a business perspective. And if it does make sense, then we can really do it, right? Because then we have the capabilities, we have the technical background to actually do it. But not because we are experts in Microsoft 365 that we're just going to come in a business and put everything on there because we are the experts. No, I don't think that's good, right? So we're not going to do that. So I hope that makes sense. What else did I want to say about that? So you have to look at your processes, right? Look at your processes, look at which tools that you're already using, and see which ones are working well, which ones are not working well. Identify the gaps, right? Identify where, even though you're using tools, maybe at a certain point you're still doing things manually, or you're trying to transfer data between tools and that's being done still manually. So that's going to be an issue. So you need to really research that, or you need to really identify that. And in some cases, or in many cases actually, the tools that you have and the processes that you have are good enough, right? The tools, good enough, but in most cases, they're not integrated well enough. Like I said, like sometimes you might have Calendly, you might have Pipedrive, but they're not integrated with each other. There's no automation there. Nothing is really happening. So nothing is done correctly, and then you're stuck with doing things manually again, and you're wasting time and money. Because why would you have all of these tools if you're still doing things manually between these tools? Doesn't make sense, right? So it's about better integrations and integrate better, right? And it's about automating better, right? Automations, simple automations. When somebody books a call, I want to get an email. When I get an email, I want to create a to-do in my whatever project management tool that I'm using. And that's actually something we're going to do today as well. I'm going to show you how we can do that in Microsoft 365. Yes, if an email enters, if you get an email, how we can add that simply to our to-do list. That is something that I want to show you today as well. Okay, I think that's about it about my rant. That's what I usually do in the beginning of this stream. So if you have any comments on that, please put them in the chat. I have no idea. Can I see this now? I don't know. Everything seems to be almost blocked or whatever. We'll see afterwards. I'm just going to continue as if everything is perfectly fine. But I'm not sure if it is. Because I'm getting an FPS of 30. That's good. No frame drops. So probably, I guess, what I'm seeing here on my computer screen is choppy, but hopefully in the stream itself it is not. Maybe, wait, what I can do actually, just give me a moment, people. I will go here on my other computer to TikTok. And let's see if I can find myself. I can go here. Can I go here, TikTok? Thank you for joining, everybody, on every platform. Wherever you're watching, say hi, say where you're watching from. Stick around. We're going to build some automations here. Okay, TikTok. And then I'm going to see if I'm live on the other computer and how it looks like. That's what I want to do. Okay, TikTok, I don't want to sign up. Continue as guest, yes. Okay, Titanify. Titanify, let's see what comes up. Let's see. Verify to continue, come on. Okay. Okay, it looks like I'm live. I'm pretty sure I'm live. I can see it, so now I'm going to take a look at the live. Okay. So, let's see. I'm going to move around and see if it's choppy on the other side here. Yeah, it is choppy. Shit. Yeah, it is choppy. Shit. That's bad. Okay, I'm not sure what to do, but I think I need to get into my other computer. That's the only way that I can really do this, I guess. I want this to be smooth, so I'm not sure. Thinking, what can I do to improve this? It's really my computer that is not capable of running OBS and TikTok Live Studio at the same time. Yeah, I'll have to switch. I think I need to switch to my other computer. I think that's going to be the easiest. So what I will do, I will stop the stream here. I will go into my other computer. I will restart there to see if that improves. I'm hearing myself. Okay, let's see. So, how can we do this? Do we have OBS here? OBS, yes we do. Okay. And then we have to get into Restream and set up the TikTok Live Studio with my account. Yeah, I'll have to do that because I want it to be smooth. Otherwise, there's no use. Or there's really. Let's see here, streaming. Because if it's choppy, nobody will watch this. That's for sure. Okay, so I'll see you in about 10 minutes.